Hello, I'm Vincent Marou,
And I'm Samuel Marou,
and we're Marou Faiseurs de Chocolat,
a company we founded about 3.5 years ago.
and we make a dark chocolate using Vietnamese cocoa and sugar, so essentially all Vietnamese ingredients, and we make it here in Vietnam in a small factory located outside Saigon. Before using OpenERP, we were heavily reliant on using Microsoft Excel, and which was fine in the beginning, but as we grew and as we added other people to our staff, the whole file sharing issue became a major problem, and therefore also reporting. We had using Microsoft Excel, we had difficulty getting a good sense of our activity through just the use of the data.
We started using OpenERP to deal with the complexity of a growing company, so we had to have better flow of information throughout the company, and using OpenERP on the sales and invoicing side allowed us to be all of us on the same page on customer orders, on deliveries, on invoicing. So that was really key to us.
It's a very powerful tool, and it gives great visibility to what's happening on all fronts. And so, as directors of a company, it's very important for us to have that visibility, because we like to delegate, and delegating is important, but also knowing what's happening is equally important. So this offers that solution. Well, we had met early on a consultant who had set up ERP for a very large company here in Vietnam. And as a friend, he suggested he recommended that we look into OpenERP. But he did scare us a bit, because he wanted to tackle all issues at once. And we were just starting, and it seemed like just a very intimidating task to take on, and not essential compared to getting the business started. So we put that aside and started working very simply with Microsoft Excel and very basic tools.
Yeah, as a startup, so even before production had started, thinking about ERPs was maybe a bit too early. We didn't have the need at the time, because there was no production, there was no sales, there was no invoicing. So putting all of these in place when you don't even have sales, when you don't have a product, I think it was too early. So I think we did things at the right time, when we needed them.
Yeah.
So open source, OpenERP was a good solution, but then we needed implementation. And Vincent knew one of the people from Trobs for quite a long time,
Yes.
and so this is how it started, the collaboration with Trobs.
Yeah. So I've known Jean-Charles from Trubs for a while, and immediately I felt that he made me feel very good about being able to bring a solution, because he wanted to really understand our activity, and that was very reassuring. He was asking a lot of questions, and he was getting it. So it's nice. For people like ourselves who aren't from the world of IT or computer programming, or even like some sort of serious project management type, like more industrial project management type approach, it was difficult for us to kind of immediately learn the culture. It was just because we had to do things very quickly, and so we've learned working with Trobs, that there's another. We've learned that they work differently, and so the whole setting up tickets and everything, and just takes a little bit of time, but we understand why they do that, so it's just a different approach. Well, the future for us is that we want to add modules, and Trobs is going to help us customize for our needs for each module, and that's important. Just because they want to understand what we do, and they offer a solution for them. So, and then OpenERP, we're convinced. I mean, we're wholeheartedly convinced that it's an effective solution. Yeah, I think the choices. I don't think we have any regrets. I mean, we immediately saw the benefits. So, even though for a small company like ours, it's an extra cost. So you can easily say, no, it's not worth it today. But the truth is, it is worth it. It takes off a lot of the kind of stress, and it adds a lot of clarity to what we do.